Hey guys, and welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone Tutorials. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make my 3x3 flush piston door. So let's just see what it does. Come over here, we'll click this nice little lever. Opens up, go inside, nothing's there. Seems alright. And it closes. I don't really like the closing mechanism too much because of the way this piston comes out, but if I did it that way because then it makes it more compact. So here's a nice little open view of it, so you can see all the little redstones behind it before we start building it. It's not that bad actually. My older version was a 11 by 7 and 5 blocks high. This one is 9 by 5 and 5 blocks high. So it's a lot better, way better, more compact than that one. All right, guys. So let's just start building this. So for this build, we're gonna need a 9 by 5 spacing. And we're gonna have to dig down at least 4. Now this build directions do affect this build. So the build I'll be showing you will be facing south or west will work. And then at the end, I will show you how to update it to make it work north and east. So let's get rid of that map. We don't need that anymore. So after you got this all dug out, we're gonna come to the bottom left-hand side and we're gonna count over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put a block down with a lever in the off position. This is just our input block. So if after we finish building you want to put like a T flip-flop right here so you can have buttons instead of levers, be my guest. So we're going to come to the backhand side of this input block and put a torch. The torch should go off since that lever's down. Then to the left hand side of this torch we're going to put a repeater set to 3 ticks delay, a block in front of that repeater, and then a repeater coming out of this block set to 1 tick delay. Next we're going to put a sticky piston on top of this block with a block in front of it, so it looks something like this. Dust in front of this repeater, a block in front of the dust, and then another block over from that block with dust wrapping around it. Now we're going to come to this side, which is the input side. We're going to put a block going up, delete that block, it's not needed. A block coming down, a repeater here set to 4 ticks delay coming out of this block, and then dust going up onto this block. Then we're going to put a block in front of the repeater with dust on top of it, and then we're going to put a block over the repeater. We can get rid of this block, so it looks something like this so far, and then dust up along here. Now these two should not be connecting, so what we have to do is take out our block of choice and put it right above here and cut these two off. Next, we're going to put a block next to our input switch, and then 2 sticky pistons going up with our block of choice right above those 2 sticky pistons. Now we're going to come back to this backhand side. Now right above this torch which comes off our input switch, we're going to put a block right above that with dust above that. Then we're going to come over 1 block and up 1 block and put a torch on this side. So this is what it looks like so far. Next, we're going to come down 1 block, put a block down here, and put dust here. The dust should come on since this torch is here. Then we're going to come back to the front end side where our input switch is and put another block right in front of that dust, right there. And then facing towards the input switch, we're going to put a torch. It should go off. And then right on top of the input switch block, we're going to put a repeater, set it to 4 ticks delay. So it looks something like this so far. Now, we're going to put a sticky piston right on top of this block with the torch. It should extend. And then we're going to put a block in front of that. Next, we're going to put a block on top of the sticky piston with another sticky piston and then delete this block. So it looks something like this now. Next, we're going to put a block right here with a torch on it right in between these 2 pistons, but this torch needs to be off. So we're going to come to this backhand side where we have this dust that's on because of this torch, and we're going to hook this dust up to this block. So we're going to come out 1 block, go up a block, and then go up a block again and make like a little staircase up to this block. And now we're just going to hook this redstone dust up all along to here. This torch should go off. Next, we're going to take our block of choice, put it right here in the middle. And that's it. Our whole bottom area should be done. So if I click this, this should extend up. Good. If yours is not extending up, you did something wrong and you need to go back. Next, if I switch it down, it comes down. Beautiful. All right, guys, so now we're going to do the blue circuit, which is our pistons on the side right here. But first, we're going to fill in our floor a little bit. So I'm just going to go like this to fill in our floor just a tiny bit. So make it a 3x3. Next, we're going to pull out our, well, not our blue circuit block. Well, yeah, we can. So, looking frontwards towards our creation, we're going to come to the left-hand side, and you'll see this torch right here that has all this activated. Put a blue block right above it with a sticky piston. You'll see the sticky piston come out. We don't want that, so we're just going to delete the block. And this will be our starting point. So from this sticky piston, we're going to come over one, and now we're going to go up two. So make a 3x2 of sticky pistons right there. Next, we're going to come over here to the looking frontwards from the front end. Put sticky pistons along the back ends of these pistons facing forward. And then we're going to take our block of choice and put them in between these. Now we just got to do it on this side too. So just come out two. Then put our sticky pistons in. So 1, 2. So it looks the same. And then we're going to go up two. And then up two right here. With our block of choice in the middle. And there we go. We got our sticky pistons in. Now we can start doing the blue circuit. So we're going to come down here. Right off this block, we're going to delete these two. Because those aren't needed there. Those are just to put the sticky pistons in. And we're going to go over one. Down one more. So it looks something like this so far. And then over two. Now we're going to take dust from this torch right here, like so, up, and then we're going to put a repeater here, set to 3 ticks delay. And then we're going to put dust up here. So it looks something like this. This should be going into the block right here. Next, we're going to come over here where this on torch is, put a block right here, dust, a block in front of that dust with a torch. The torch should go off. Next, we're going to put a block next to the side of the torch, a block on top of the torch, and then dust right here. And then we're going to see if it's almost nighttime. It is almost nighttime. But let's just keep doing this. Next, we're going to put a block up right next to the dust. So it looks something like this now. This is like the most trickiest part right here. So if you don't understand right away, make sure you pause the video. And then next, we're going to come put another block right next to this torch right here. And then from this dust, we'll activate this block. And then we're going to put a repeater here, set it to 3 ticks delay. With a block in front of the repeater. And then we're going to come underneath here, put a block right here. So this dust is going to activate this repeater from this block, and then this repeater is going to go into this block, activating this dust right here. I know it seems tricky, but I'm sure you'll get it. So it looks something like this. All right, so now that we got the hardest part out of the way, we're going to come up to the top now, and we're going to fill in our redstone up here. So right where we can see this nice little 3x3, we're just going to fill in another 3x3 right here. And then we're going to break out the 2 middle ones. Now we're going to put 2 blocks right here like so. Like so, if you're facing them from the front, it kind of looks like a weird face. And then we're going to come underneath and put 2 sticky pistons facing down. Now, looking from the front end, we're going to come over here, and on this back sticky piston, we're going to put another sticky piston facing towards us with our block of choice in front of that sticky piston. Next, we're going to come to this backhand side, and we're going to come out 2 more with our block of choice, because you will be able to see these. Next, we're going to put a repeater going into this sticky piston, set to 4 ticks delay. And now we're going to take some redstone dust and just wrap it up like this into these 2 blocks. Now on the side with the sticky pistons, we're going to make another 3x3 looking kind of thing right here. Come back to this way where we're facing this way. Put a repeater here, set it to 4 ticks delay. And then we're going to take dust and wrap it up along like so. And we're going to do the same thing right here on this side. So, make another kind of looking 3x3 thing. Our repeater set to 4 ticks delay. And then dust wrapping up into that block. Now we're going to come to this bottom end side with our sticky pistons. And we're going to come over 2 blocks. And we're going to put dust on top of these 2 blocks. And then we're going to take out our redstone lamps and put 2 redstone lamps underneath these 2 blocks with the dust on top of them. Next, we're going to come to the backhand side of our build. Put a block. You know what? Why am I still using iron? There we go. I didn't realize I was still using iron, so. Come up 1 block. No, come on. There we go. Up 1 block like so. And then up and connect these 2 together. And now we're going to do the same thing we did here on the other side. So, we're going to skip 1 set of sticky pistons, put 2 blocks. 2 lamps right underneath them. And then 2 dust on top of that. And then we're going to come up 1 block and connect the dust to the top. Now, we got to connect the bottom to the top area. So, from down here where the hardest part that I told you was going to be, right where this off torch is on the back, we're going to put a torch on top of that, a block on top of that torch, and then another torch on top of that block. And then we're going to put a block on top of this torch, a block over from that torch, and then dust right here. So it looks something like this. And that's it. It should be all connected together. Everything should be working. So let's give it a test drive. It closes, and then it opens. Now all you have to do is just fill in the walling. Yada yada yada, fill in the walling. You know, it's the funnest part in filling the walling in. And then the floor will be right here. And then, like I said, if you don't want this, you can just like set up a T flip-flop to right here. I'm not going to do it. You guys hopefully should know how to make a T flip-flop if you're building this. And there we go. Alright guys, so once you're finished with this, some of you may be running into this problem, which is right over here. Now, like I said, directions do affect this. So if I click this down, some of you are probably running into this little problem right here. Now, there's only one little way I figured out how to fix this. I wish there was a smaller way of doing it, but I haven't really tried too many different possibility ways, and I just want to keep it as small as possible. So, what you have to do is come back up top, delete these 2, put 2 more repeaters set to 1 tick delay, and then these should be on 4 actually, and then you're supposed to set these to 3 ticks. Bring your block of choice up and over, and then connect the dust to here. Next, we're going to delete this dust that goes into this 4 tick delay, which goes into this sticky piston. So delete this, put a block right here, a block over the repeater, and 2 blocks over this, and then put redstone dust all along that as well. And that should fix your problem. So if I click this down, it works. And it retracts. Alright guys, that's it. That's how you build my 3x3 flush piston door. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like and subscribe to stay tuned with my newest videos. Alright guys, peace.